Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
You all right? We're live. We're live.
I think we are. Although got some sort of thing called a malformed token there. I've no idea what that is. I have no idea what a malformed token is, but we have it. But I don't think we're live because I can't actually see that anybody has clicked or tuned in yet. So we may be live and we may not be live. I don't know why they keep on messing with us. They've introduced a thing now, called Amazon Live, which is probably coming to the UK.
All right.
So yeah.
So that'll work.
Well, it's a big thing in America, Amazon Live. But for some reason, we are. Somebody is watching. Somebody is watching tonight, thankfully. If you're watching, say hello. I think they're watching on YouTube, to be honest, rather than Facebook. They're probably all wondering where we are. Oh, Anthony Sillett is here on YouTube. Evening to you. Yep, evening to you.
Evening, Anthony. How's it going, buddy?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to flick it over and copy and paste the show from YouTube to Facebook tonight, because everybody, it looks like, is watching tonight on YouTube, and for some reason Facebook has not worked. A token appeared, but sure, you can't have it all the time working perfectly. They're probably wondering where we are, so I'll go to YouTube, find us, and then share the link with the other guys who are watching now. We're nearly booked up for the trip to Ireland, aren't we, Marty?
I think there's maybe one space left, 2 spaces at most. There's a bit dubious. There's a bit dubious, but pretty much everybody, all the spaces are filled. I do apologise, by the way, because I've been in the pub for quite a long period of time before the show tonight. I don't mean to be rude, but I've been on the drink. I had a couple of beverages before the evening commenced. Let's just put it like that.
Never. You wouldn't do that in August Bank Holiday weekend, Marty, would you?
Absolutely not. Just absolutely not. No.
So we're only about a month away now from the trip to Ireland. Then.
Oh yes, we're going to go to Ireland and go and see these guys. We're going to go to the Frog. We're going to head up in the Frog. We're going to go in our bag. We're going to do all that kind of stuff. So no, we are going to do our stuff. Yeah, and we've got. I mean, the guys that are going. Honestly, if you're interested in Irish whiskey, you really want to come and see these guys. I'm not saying any names because I don't want to annoy anybody, but there's a couple of guys that everybody in Irish whiskey loves, and it's coming. Right. Mates of mine.
You're not going to believe this. I can't even log into Irish Whiskey Review on Facebook. Maybe
you've been Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg's got you again. Zuckerberg's nailed you again.
I know, and I even did. I even did new news jingles up this week. Let me see. So this will be them. They'll know to watch us here because I've now posted on Facebook, and I'm going to say, please watch us here tonight. Please watch us here tonight.
You're supposed to be knowing about that stuff. You know what I mean?
I do, but I don't know until I hit the button and it actually goes, and then it doesn't work for some reason tonight. I got a big error message. Do you want me to show you the big error message? I'll show you the big error message.
I couldn't care less.
Well, then, why would you say I have to know? Because I do know. Because
you're supposed to know about this.
I'll show you the error message. Will you see the error message? This is what it said tonight, right? And this is why I hate them so much, because it works fine, and then they start to mess with it, and then things like this happen. Look at this. Look at that error message. Yeah. Look at the length of that error message. Look at that there. Is that not enough? Is that not enough? Look at the length of that error message.
I know. You know? Who would be bothered reading that?
It says, this is a malformed access token, XQB. You know, I don't even know what that means.
No.
It means it didn't work tonight.
Exactly. Tony, he's banned again. Zuckerberg's got him again. Yo, Zuckerberg and Justin.
Something like that. What I actually might do is I might log out and log back in again here to see.
We're all right. Don't go anywhere.
We'll
We're all right.
we'll stick with it. We'll stick with
We'll
it
stick with
tonight.
it. Stick with it.
Stick with it. You know.
Ugh. No, I went for. I was doing some work, typing earlier on. And I decided to go for a cup of coffee. So I went for a coffee, and then decided on the way back, I'll just stop off and have one wee pint of Guinness, and then head up. Didn't pan out like that. To be honest, didn't pan out like that. But we're here now. We're here now. So everybody, aye, all good.
I went to the trouble of doing a new William Tell overture this week for the news. I did.
Did you?
I did.
Is this one that Zuckerberg's not going to nail you for?
He might do. He might nail us for it. I'm going to hit it. See what you think. It might be too loud, by the way, because I can't control the volume anymore of these things. But I will hit it. What do you see?
Hit it.
Say when you want me to stop. It just goes and loop for 3 hours.
All right, okay. We'll oh, that's here, isn't it? It's a bit low.
I thought you were like it. You know, I know.
It's still
People are
going
asking-
on, by the way.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I haven't stopped it yet. I'm going to hit stop. There, I'm going to hit stop.
Thank God.
There you go.
Thank God. Right.
People are saying we're on Facebook tonight. We're not actually on Facebook tonight. What it is it's an illusion. You can share the YouTube link with Facebook, and then it appears that you're on Facebook, but you're not. You're on YouTube. So anybody that comments on it, I can't see the comment. It won't come on screen. So you're best to watch it actually on YouTube, and then I can put your comment on screen like this, like good evening all like this.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. That's why you do that shit, because I can't be bothered. That's
No.
my absolute brain on. Absolute brain.
This is pinnacle wee girls with clipboards. I can assure you.
Does my absolute nothing. Anyway, right, let's get on to whiskey stuff, because I can't be bothered talking about tech, because I will fall asleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this week, Diageo has said that in India, it's going to limit production of certain spirits or sales of certain spirits in India, because it's sort of gone to war with the Indian government. Now, remember, India is the biggest whiskey market in the world, okay? And potentially, in terms of buying Irish whiskey and Scotch whiskey and bourbon and all that kind of stuff, it's just going to fly. But what they've said is there's 36 states and different territories to try and negotiate, and they need 200,000 different permits to sell whiskey across India. 200,000 permits. I mean, it is
No,
nuts.
hold on. I mean, that's worse than America. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe there's 50 different states in America. No, you couldn't possibly need that 200,000.
That's what they're saying. They need 200,000 different permits to try and sell whiskey across all the states. And I mean, it does sound nuts. Now, this lady is in charge of Diageo in India, and her name is, correct me, pronunciation of this might be wrong. It's Hina Nagarajan. I think that's how you pronounce it. And she has said, right, they're wanting to pivot Diageo to premium stuff in India. And so what they're going to do is halt the sale of certain stuff, which will force up prices, and basically push people towards buying more expensive stuff. Which, to be fair, I know your automatic response is to turn around and say, why would you want to push up prices? Blah, blah, blah. to try and sort of elevate the Diageo spirits from being the the massive amount that they sell to maybe try and pivot people along to buying less whiskey but better stuff. I think that's kind of the idea of what they're trying to do.
Is that the intention of it? Because I thought there was going to be some sort of great free trade deal where it was going to get to be that whiskey was all hunky dory between India and the UK.
Yeah,
And it was going to,
that's India and the UK. This is India. This is trying to pivot. This is not a Diageo brand, by the way, but pivot towards Amrit, which Amrit's not cheap. I'm actually going to have one now because it's a bloody whiskey. But I think the idea is to reposition Diageo and say, right, we're not going to be the 40 million cases a year stuff, although they probably still sell that, but to try and move it towards being sell less, better quality, and obviously earn more money. That's what they're trying to do. That's what all businesses always do. But that seems to be what they're wanting to do. But America's obviously a huge country, and there's lots and lots and lots of problems trying to sell across every state in the States. To trying to do it in India just seems to be an awful lot harder again,
I know. Well, I can't see it ever doing that because that's the difference between. Didn't one of the car manufacturers, Tata, move an entire factory from one state to another in India because they wouldn't play ball with them?
Yeah.
But
I think the thing about it is India starts to grow its economy, and there's more and more middle class people, and it probably you'll see a bit more harmonization. There's probably, to be honest, there's probably more harmonization across the European Union than there is in India, which is one country, if you know what I mean. Whereas, normally speaking, the EU is multiple countries, 30 countries, whatever, 20. Many is it now after UK left? I should know this, but I can't remember just.
35, is it?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, but you'll probably start to see India at some point heading towards a bit more.
It's not like you not to know trivia like that, Marty.
I know, but Justin, I've been in the pub since 2:00 this afternoon, so please forgive me.
I was at Donegal at a food festival, and it was delicious.
It was delicious. I was at the food festival. It was absolutely delicious. I can just picture your wee fucking the wee drool running down the side of your mouth like that. There, as you look down all the seafood.
Well, it was that good. I'd probably drive there tomorrow if I didn't have an interview to record it for. It was that good that if I had my laptop with me, I would have just done it from the old castle pub and restaurant right beside the old Norman Castle in Donegal town, because this was good. This place should have Michelin stars. It was that good. You know what I mean?
Excellent.
Yes. So there you go.
So there you go. Diageo are making the move. They're going to push up the prices of their spirits in India and try and move people away to drinking better quality stuff, which is fair enough. I don't. Governments have been trying to do it, so when corporations are going to get criticised for doing what governments get criticised for doing, I don't know. Maybe it's not something we would prefer, but yeah, well, I don't. Whenever regulations are so complicated, then maybe it's not the worst thing in the world,
Now, I always fancied myself as Colin Meaney, right? We're going very Star Trek-y Dune next. What on earth is this thing? What on earth is it?
Yeah, we see this. Frank Herbert's Dune is maybe the best novel ever written. I mean, it's that good, and that kind of looks like a sandworm, but. This is actually this is not for the working class people of the whole world, all right? This is Macallan and Bentley have joined forces to try and fleece money out of you, and this is a collaboration. Now, Bowmore and Aston Martin got massively criticised for doing this kind of thing. And now Macallan and Bentley are doing it. And it's a collaboration between the Flying Spur Hybrid, which is which is VS. It's a 2.9 litre car with a hybrid engine. I think the hybrid bit is the bit that powers the lights. A load of balls. The biggest load of balls ever. Anyway, but the bottle is a 180-degree bottle. So instead of it being this is my only bottle of Macallan in the house at the minute because I can't afford to buy anything anymore. Right. So Macallan, this is a vertical bottle, Justin. They've made a bottle horizontal. Wow.
Do I have a picture of that? No, I don't think I do.
Yeah,
Do I?
Yeah, you have. You see the picture that looks like the Dune sandworm.
You're winding me up.
No, that's the bottle. Honest to Christ, that's the bottle.
Is it in sort of like a tube that you unwrap like that? Is that what we're looking at? Is it? Or
Justin, you'll have to pay. You'll have to pay about £8,000 to find out that answer that question. Is this the real life?
I know, but
who knows? Who knows?
What am I gonna do? I just had those 3 bottles of Mortlake on the raffle. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to sell them to get that. Oh no!
You'd have to sell a kidney at least to buy this bottle.
I didn't buy the Mortlake. I haven't got that kind of money. So, what is that? The Mortlake? Is it? It is the Mortlake. It is like idiot. I tell you, you're mad.
Anyway,
you're mad.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's a horizontal bottle. I mean, this will cost a fortune. The one thing I did see was apparently the Bentley's got CO2 friendly leather. It wasn't that friendly for the cow. Honestly, that's what they fit out. It's CO2 friendly leather. So the cow, they must have put a plug up the cow's arse before they killed it. You know?
I find things like that repulsive, to be honest, because it's highly hypocritical and full of BS.
It is totally full of shit. I mean, absolutely full of crap. But if you're the sort of person who buy, I mean, let's be honest, you've seen my car. My car has moss growing on the outside of the car. You've seen this.
It's CO2 friendly. It's very green.
Absolutely. I'm absorbing CO2 whenever I'm driving about around in my car because I've the price of the whiskey that's sitting in this table is more expensive than the car I drive, and I'm quite proud of that because I couldn't give a shit mostly about driving the car. Couldn't care less, but. It is.
Listen. Will you tell you if the lottery come up tonight, I would get one of those Bentleys just for badness.
And and if you bought that whiskey, I would take the whiskey. You can drive the car. That's a plan. That's a fair deal.
Sounds like a plan. You'd open the glove compartment, you'd find a bottle in there for you. But anyway, listen, that's crazy. I don't know how they come up with these.
No, neither do I.
Synergy. It's synergy of exclusive brands. You know, it's wee girls with clipboards come up with them. That's what it is.
Because they're full of shit. That's right. Absolutely full of crap. You know,
I know.
Come up here in my thing. Anyway, right. Next up, the price of whiskey is going up.
It is not, is it?
It is.
Why?
The prices are going up. Apparently, they've done the Scotch Whisky Association done a survey. It was published this week, and said that 40% of distillers have said that their shipping costs have doubled. Right? 30% have said that they're expecting their energy bills to double, and the chain fees. 50% said the chain fees are going to go up by 50%.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we've all noticed this. I mean, the cost of living's going up, so why wouldn't whiskey be going up? But I think whiskey's going to be particularly hard hit. Lots of the grain, but whether people like this or not, lots of the barley coming in to Scotland comes from Ukraine. So that obviously is going to be impacted. Energy costs are going up. Shipping costs are going up. I was talking to one of the distillers not that long ago, and he was saying they just cannot get bottles. So every sort of stage of the whiskey process, from the raw products all the way through the bottling, is going up. And well, that is going to obviously impact people.
Something's got to give, Marty. I mean, Donegal today was busy, but I've seen it busier
Yeah.
on not a bank holiday weekend, if you know what I mean. Something's got to give. Hardly any cars on the road as well.
Well, put it like this: the Lammas Fair's on in Ballycastle last week, so the coast road should have been absolutely heaving today, and it was ish, but not really,
Right. I'm with you.
So yeah, it'll be. I don't know. It's like this. We're still here, and we're having a wee drink. So what more can you say?
Not so
But
bad.
I mean, there's quite obviously um, there's lots of problems at the minute for lots of stuff. So I see Declan Boyle saying, "Buy local, yeah, buy local, and always try and support local guys." But even they're going to be fucking badly hit. Badly hit.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. It's going to be
Mhm.
tough. So, what's next tonight? We're 22 minutes in. Remember, we're live on YouTube. We're supposed to be on Facebook. We're supposed to be on LinkedIn. We're on Twitch and Telegram. I'm pretty sure we're on. Facebook isn't working right. It misfired at the start. We're going to Springbank tonight, are we?
Well, Springbank said that they have put up a job application the other day. Now it closed yesterday, but if whoever gets that job, it is basically a license to print money at the minute. I mean, genuinely, it's a license to print money.
Mm.
You cannot buy Springbank anywhere. I'm for Edinburgh tomorrow, and if you go down the Royal Mile in Edinburgh, you can't buy Springbank. Even the 10-year-old, 12, none of that is available. So whoever gets that job and gets access to just buying even commoner card in Springbank, I mean, honestly, it's so hard to buy Springbank at the moment. And that's without the price increases. So whoever gets that job, demonstrate a desire to learn all aspects of maintenance, demonstrate a flexible approach to work-related activities. Yes, all you have to do is demonstrate a work-related buying of their own product and sticking it on auction sites. That's all you have to do. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous how hard it is to get Springbank. And to be honest with you, Springbank's a fantastic distillery. Honestly, in terms of distillery tours, it's maybe the best there is. But it's a good one. It's a very good whiskey, but it's not the best. Glen Scotia's a better whiskey, if I'm totally honest. Glen Scotia's a better whiskey than Springbank. But I saw that the other day and I was like, why do I not just live across the water, just over there?
There's a lot of vacancies in a lot of industries now, but especially in alcohol for some reason.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, that's the job you want. If you're interested, if you're interested in whiskey and you don't mind where you work, that's the job you would want.
It's a remote place, isn't it?
It is. But I mean, the fact that you go into Loch Fyne whiskies, you go into Royal Mile whiskies, and all these, I mean, big retailers, big proper established Scotch whiskey retailers, and you cannot buy a bottle of Springbank. Is just well, put it like this, it tells its own tale. You know?
There's the Linuses are having Springbank tonight. There you go. Look at that. Good choice. Funny enough, I was in McCaffrey's pub in Donegal, the Diamond Donegal, and people were actually talking about the gold spot. You know, the gold spot that, has disappeared from everywhere. Yes.
Yep.
I think you managed to get the last bottle from Mitchell's, didn't you?
Well, like I was down there the other day and I just walked in and I was like, any more of that gold spot? We've one bottle left, the guy says. I'll just take that one. Thank you very much.
Here, Anthony Sillett saying about the price. The prices are going up, but the spirit in the cask was made pre-war time and fuel increases. So why are they going up? Good point.
Good point, buddy. But they'll offset what's happening in terms of they have to pay wages now, and they have to pay fuel now. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think James is coming out with a thing there where he says,
Oh, he says it's Justin was in Donegal and didn't come and say hello. Roy Press and Darrell McNary did. Going to be a tough 18 months. I know. Listen, I didn't even your man. Who was it? Was he visiting you? Was he visiting Maisel? Your man from the movies, Caddyshack and all. Not Chevy Chase, the other one. From Lost in Translation. He did he visit our Dara, or am I thinking of Maisel?
"Oh, your man, Murray."
That's bad. That's COVID. That's COVID.
Alcohol fueled. Your man, Murray. Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call?
Scrooged. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Can't even remember his name. This is bad. What's the name of the guy we're talking about? Was he there? Listen, didn't have time. I had to eat and had to drink, and I wasn't driving, so I couldn't say this is where we need to go. But what's he saying? Going to be tough 18 months with cost, bottles up 30%, spirit 18 to 30, shipping doubled, labels and corks up.
Everything's up. Every single aspect of it. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
James, you're a top man.
Where
am I thinking of James Murray? Anyway,
don't know.
No, Bill Murray. That's the guy.
I know. I was thinking of Murray Walker there for a minute. There's Anthony still saying I got a Springbank 10 that's very weak for £10 off as the real labour was damaged from the whiskey exchange.
Honestly, the fact that you can actually buy any Springbank at all is unbelievable. I mean, honestly, you cannot buy it anywhere.
Steam off a good one and steam on a good label.
I mean, this is the generic range. You can't even buy it. You can't even buy that anywhere. Never mind anything else. It's just.
Is it because there's low volume in it, Marty, or is it because it's just
Springbank don't make huge amounts of stuff? They just don't. They haven't done for years. Well, they can't. I mean, once you see the distillery, you realise they can't make very much of it because they can't. But it's basically went like Macallan on steroids, because the commoner garden Macallan stuff, it's not great, to be honest. I mean, that's now a £700 bottle of whiskey, and to be honest, it's not £700 worth of whiskey, I assure you, but it's collectible, and everybody's just nobody's drinking the stuff. But whereas Springbank people, it's much lower volumes than Macallan, but they are. I don't know whether they're actually drinking it or whether it's just being bought up, but it's so collectible now. So collectible.
Good. Now, where are we heading next tonight? Because it's the show's got one more thing before we go into our more or less charitable rundown, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got a long liver again, Justin. We've got a long liver.
Do we?
Yes. Here she comes. Up she comes. Right, play the long lever. Here she is, a great granny celebrating 105th birthday, and a wee dram for helping her through life. Brilliant. Marjorie Stewart, 105, enjoys catching up on live sport TV with a good whiskey. Good on you, girl. Good on you.
Very good. There you go. J and B Scotch whiskey, and she enjoys it well. Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
that's 105. God, she looks sprightly, doesn't she?
She would do you.
She's an Inverness.
You would be punching above your weight if you did. Fair enough.
You're a bastard.
You're not allowed to swear. For your personal gate. Don't you? Listen. Don't you be telling me I'm not allowed to swear when you do.
Here, remember we're going on a boat and it's got buttons, and you don't know how to work anything with buttons. That's
true. I do have a friend here. Do you have a friend going who look after?
I know. That's why you're bringing him. Oh boy.
No, but listen. Well done, Marjorie. Well done, love. 105 and drinking away. Good girl. Keep her at that. Keyword let.
Right, very good. Let me see. People are saying stuff about the Springbank tonight. What are they saying? Springbank €10, 46.75. Oh, that's
I
all he
know.
paid for the Spring. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean that's the price. As you just cannot buy it. It just every time it hits the
Mhm.
shelves, just boom, gone.
Yeah.
And I mean this is in everywhere basically. Okay, the sort of smaller independent off licenses, not just so
Mhm.
much. But honestly, if you go to, I'm in the Royal Mile tomorrow in Edinburgh, which let's be honest, their allocation must be a huge percentage of what Springbank produce. You just go and get it. As soon as it arrives, boom, it's gone.
It leaves.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
gone.
go. Happy Jan, good evening to you in Michigan, in the US of A. And Declan
Yay!
Boyd is saying, keep the blood right.
Listen, I've discovered this is a great pair in here, by the way. This is a great pair. KP salt and vinegar peanuts. And the red great or single grain.
Okay.
It's lovely stuff.
You always said that.
It's-
Why does it go better with peanuts as opposed to other whiskies which you like pairing with dark chocolate?
No, salt and vinegar peanuts.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, here, to tell you the truth, I actually, in McCaffrey's in Donegal Town today, I actually had the fake Guinness. You know, Heineken's brought out a fake Guinness. Did you know? No, it's actually not bad. It's not bad. It's called Ireland Isle or something like that. There, we'll just see what it's called. Ireland's Edge. Ireland's Edge. It's called,
Mm.
and it's a very, very, very unusual drink because it's. I mean, it tastes to me like they've analyzed Guinness and they've actually just copied it because it's very nutty. That's what made me think about it when you said the nuts.
Well, all
Yeah.
I will say is I was down in Stevie's in Glenarm. He pours about the best pint of Guinness in Ireland. That's the truth. It's just a superb pint of Guinness. He he walk in and he just insults you basically as soon as you walk in the door, like a proper barman should. I tell you, he's just a legend. He's a most amazing guy. But
Good.
yeah.
Good. Now, we're halfway through the show tonight. If you want to get in touch, we're only on YouTube tonight. So go on YouTube, click the YouTube. It misfired when we're hit Facebook start tonight. Don't know why it did. Give us an error message. We'd love you to join us on YouTube if you're watching because it plays automatically on YouTube. And well, it should play automatically on Facebook, but it hasn't. So you're just watching a link, which you'll have to click. We're also on LinkedIn, Twitch, and Telegram, and you'll find us if you Google Irish Whisky Review on Twitter as well. We're not on Instagram because it takes too long and too complicated to upload the thing. I can't do it live, but we're working on that, and we're considering going on Amazon Live as well, which is a new thing which has been out in the States for a while as well. So remember to comment, like, and share, tell your friends as well. Now, if you want to ask Marty any questions about whiskey, I'm going to test your metal, Marty, because I got asked this. We were chatting to this guy in McCaffrey's in Donegal, and he asked this question to me, and I had to say, no, I'm the technical guy. Name a distillery in Ireland that produces bourbon. Good question. I had to say, I own up and say I'm the technical guy in Irish Whisky Review. I do not know. There is one.
Who's produced bourbon? I thought I should know this.
Now, I had a smart answer for it. My smart answer was whenever the USA introduce a proper technical file, they won't be allowed to produce bourbon because it'll have to be produced in the US of A, won't it?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
No.
Is Lochrie? No. Do you know this?
No, I do. West Cork.
Are they producing it? Are they?
Yeah, they have a bourbon. There you go. Because I didn't know it myself. West Cork. It was the only one we could find online. But there you go. That was just a teaser. I stumped Marty. I know. Well,
to be fair, West Cork produce every bloody thing known to man. You know, they were just
Rum, gin, rummy.
I should, West Cork would probably have been an easy
Yeah.
easy guess, but I
Yeah,
can't.
James Doherty, he either knows it or he put West Cork. There you go.
Yeah,
Very good, James.
James, let's be honest, Bill, about it. James knows his stuff. But no, I should have probably known that West Cork done. I mean, they make everything from toilet cleaner to sexual malt, you know,
toothpaste.
never in between.
I know.
Yeah, there's still anything down there, but no, I don't know. For some reason, I thought maybe they'll agree, but anyway, I don't know. Anyway, stumped again, Justin.
In the final half of the show tonight, charity begins at home.
Well, you see, this is the thing, right? We whiskey is big business these days, and I mean, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and everybody talks about whiskey's got kind of a little bit like art. You know, nobody goes in. Well, some people do, but not that many. To an art gallery without mentioning price. Whiskey's got to a point that everything is now related to price. Because as soon as you say, "Oh, I bought a lovely bottle of whiskey," someone will go, "What was that? How much was that?" And they'll say, "Was that bottle of whiskey at £100 better than one at £20 or?" and so on and so forth. And it's just become like that. So that sort of, I don't know, monetization of everything, whatever way you want to look at it, takes away from some of the good work that's being done. And what I mean by that is, take Irish whiskey auctions every month, and they do their charity bottlings. You know, where people will send them over bottles to be auctioned off for charities. Every month, and it's to be congratulated. You know, well done. But there's other charity factions and so on and so forth. Now, the one that I want to draw attention to this week is Uhuru. Is that Uhuru?
Yeah.
The Spirit of Uhuru. And they have brought up, inspired by an idea, love of spirits could go hand in hand with our support for wildlife conservation in Africa. We care at Uhuru, the passion project that gives back. So basically what happens is you buy a bottle of this and they donate 10% of what you pay to wildlife conservation. So you can buy whiskey, and let's be honest. I mean, there's no point in denying this. That most people will buy whiskey. They're going to stick a mixer in it. The vast majority of whiskey that's drunk is drunk with a Coke in it or ginger ale or whatever. So why wouldn't spend a wee bit extra, buy something a bit better quality, and you're also helping charities. This seems to me to be a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea. So I mean, this looks pretty sharp. I haven't tried this whiskey. I just haven't. I've never got around to trying it. But they're giving money to Tusk Conservation Charity across Africa and so on and so forth. So I mean, this is a good idea.
Why do they choose to support things like that? Is it because they reckon that whiskey drinkers have an affinity with big game in Africa? Why choose such a charitable thing as that?
But that's one that I want to draw attention to, because it's probably the most user-friendly one. People like wildlife in Africa. If you're living there, it might be a different thing, because people turn around and go, oh, I see an elephant there with big tusks. If I shoot that, somebody in China is going to pay me £20,000 for those two tusks.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
they should. I mean, the grim reality is that's what people do. And if I was an impoverished farmer in Africa and something worth £20,000 walked past me, I'm sorry, but I would probably do the same. I don't mean from a Western perspective, it looks very bad. But if you can turn around and use your consumer power to buy something that goes to charity to tell people, listen, these are more valuable alive than they are dead, and it benefits everybody, then why wouldn't you think, well, that's probably a better way of spending my money over in the rich West? I mean, it is. It just is. You know, um,
Yeah. Yeah.
you help
It's
everybody
one.
that way.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those
Yeah.
things. Each their own. Now, what else have we got this week?
Well, next up is High West Whiskey is, where are we? High West is raising money, and they are going for the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. Boise, Iowa, based non-profit dedicated to assisting injured firefighters and their families, helping families of firefighters killed in the line of duty, has disbursed $700,000. $700,000 to help firefighters in the West, to help the well-done firefighters. Again, this is probably something to tackle global warming, but these guys are stumping up the money as part of their profits.
Good. It's quite benevolent of them, and
Yeah,
there's lots. I mean, you've identified, I mean, half a dozen different.
and that's just this week. But because I think it's important to understand that there's lots of these distilleries that are helping out charities, and I mean, it's not to castigate anybody that's not helping out charities, okay? But what I'm saying is, there's lots of people doing it. So the next one is White Peak. The White Peak Distillery is
One of
collaborating with
the chief ones in England that we've
Yeah.
talked to before, White Peak.
Whisky
And,
Auctioneer collaborate the auction bottles for charities in Derbyshire. And the charities are, bear with me. 100% of the proceeds going to Derbyshire charities. There'll be 12 bottles. The distillery thoughtfully held back bottles number 1 to 12 for first release, the view to auction them later in the year to raise as much money as possible for two regional charities. The two charities are the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust and the Peak District National Park Foundation. So you can go on. Whisky Auctioneer will be running these later on, and you can buy them. And the fact that a very well regarded distillery is holding back the very first bottle number 1. It's labelled bottle number 1 to raise money for charity. You'd like to think there'll be a fair amount of interest in this and a fair amount of money raised for it.
Indeed, it's quite good. I obviously think that whiskey companies would have a difficulty in partnering with people because not a lot of people might want to be associated directly with alcohol when it comes to sort of fundraising.
No. It's not even just alcohol, Justin.
Does that count? Does proper 12 count? Who are they supporting? They've flavoured ones out now.
It has to be. You have to give credit where credit's due. It was announced that this year $1 million is going to, is it the Tunnel to Tars charity, where he can Tunnel to Tars Foundation, sorry, So it's yeah. Aye. Congratulations, thank you for. I mean, fair play to him. That's still rubbish whiskey, and he's yes, what he is. But it's raising money again for charity.
Yeah, for every case of proper 12, number 12, so £5 to first responder organisations or charities and up to 1 million annually. Gosh,
Yep,
that's a lot of
So-
money.
they're selling a lot of stuff. So credit where it's due. You know, there's $1 million going to people, first responder charities, and fair play to them. You know, yeah, yes, Declan, I have still got this. I haven't cleaned enough of the kitchen. The kitchen. No, basically, what happens is people come to my house. I go, do you want a drink? Do. Oh, it's proper 12. It's Conor McGregor. And they go, yeah. And they go like that. Do you have any Coke? Yes, there you go. There's Diet Coke. Get it in. You know.
You save it for me coming right.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
No, exactly. But the thing is, credit where it's due. You know, the guy's raising millions of dollars for charity. And that'll do. Whether you like it or not, neither here nor there. It's bloody awful. But he's raising money for charity, so credit where it's due. Now, next up, there's a New Hampshire raffle, which is they're raffling stuff off to raise money, and it's. I mean, that's another one. There's loads of stuff. Charity raffle. Let me see. $40,000 worth of rare whiskey in a charity raffle in New Hampshire. I mean, it's so difficult these days to get your hands on some of these whiskies. So why would that not be going up for a charity raffle? You know, I mean, the distillers are making enough money. The charity commissions and all that kind of stuff are making enough money. So why would charity not get a look into? So yeah, so if you're in New Hampshire, probably a good idea to try and check that out. You know.
Saying they would feed me the proper 12 there. That's quite true. That's quite true. Listen, there's something I'd like to try. There's two new Waterfords coming out. Peated Waterfords.
Peaty.
Oh, forgot to mention that, or did you not get a chance to read that press release this week?
Justin, of course I read the press release, but if you're going to talk peaty, there ain't nothing else. Go hard or go home. Basically, if you're going to Isla, which we are, I forgot I had this. This was lurking in the back of the cupboard. I was talking about Isla the other day. Just in the back there, and we Lefroy 10. But whenever we're going to Isla, we can go to Lefroy. But no, Waterford are releasing peated stuff. Yeah.
And you reckon there's only one space on the boat to Isla left, is there?
I think so. I think there's maybe only one space.
So you need to get in touch with us by direct message, either on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Telegram, or whatever. But make sure, if we don't respond, you hit us again on a different channel to say, have you seen my message? Because it is possible to miss, because we do get quite a lot of messages now. And I have to go through them all and hit like, and then delete the ones about the dubious Russian ladies that will defraud you of money.
By the way, if you see a very nubile 20-year-old semi-naked Russian girls, they're not real. They're not actually real, and they're not.
They're nothing to do with
Justin's
us.
friends or anything else. Nothing to do with us. Okay.
I
So
wish.
if you see semi-naked Russian girls offering you services, which is nothing compared to what I would offer you. Justin possibly. I wouldn't offer those services. But Justin might. They're nothing to do with us. Please delete them. You know.
Right. What else have we got to cover this week? We've done that. We've done that. We've done that.
All
We've
we have
done
to
everything.
do, all I want to do is just say there's loads and loads and loads of funny stuff. James has just brought up the Natterjack Courtmore was saved. Aidan got back in from the USA to save it, so it's great news. You know, what the whiskey world, some of the stuff that's going on in the whiskey world and whatnot is just it's nice. You know, it's really really nice. Loads and loads and loads of good positive stuff. People doing charity work, people helping each other, right? Jobs coming in the thing, taxes being raised to help fund politicians and their nice second homes and stuff. You know, so get
Good.
I hate
Good.
politicians. I genuinely, there's about 3 politicians in the whole world that actually, and you know the one politician that I actually do like. Do you know the Finnish Prime Minister out doing her dancing? She's pissed as a fart, dancing away. That I would vote for her in a fucking heartbeat. That's the kind of politician I want. You know. Anyway,
Is there any bit of wonder the wee Russian girls target us? Anyway. Anyway.
What do you mean the wee Russian girls? It's all Nigerian men. Both pictures.
Was slightly weird.
It's to do with the websites you go to. Nothing to do with me,
It's
by the way.
nothing to do with the website you go to. What's this post come from? It says, oh right, yeah. From anyway. What else have we got to cover this week? Nothing.
Very little.
Nothing. Great show this tonight as usual. If you've liked it, make sure you tell your friends. Hit subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. If subscribe is shaded, that means you've hit it. So don't hit it again. So you'll unsubscribe. Sorry, we aren't on Facebook directly this week. It's just technical. So to keep on upgrading this thing, and for some reason it didn't click in. So there you go. And that's it for an August bank holiday weekend. If the kids aren't already back at school, they're going back to school. So they'll be knackered come Saturday and Sunday next week. So, yeah.
So next Monday, all he's saying is next Monday, once the kids are at school, you know, whiskey.
And the weather's going to be fantastic as well. Probably.
Oh, yes.
The weather's always fantastic the week the kids are back at school. If your kids did GCSE results, listen, it doesn't matter. I have ologies coming out my backside, and I can't.
That is genuinely true.
I can't get a job. I can't get a job for love nor money. But there you
go. Let's run through this. You have a master's degree, postgrad diploma, blue badge.
What was the other one? I got OCN level 4 in digital marketing. But sure,
digital marketing.
Yeah. I know. It's
I'm sure you've done that.
I've done that in lockdown. Oh, hold on. Somebody says Ted Too Stout. Marty, I see a picture of 7 Towers Whiskey Room. Do you know anything about it? There you go.
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. This is from my beloved hometown. Mm-hmm. This is from Paddy Murphy, former Lord Mayor of Ballymena. Used to be down in Railway Street. This is my beloved hometown of Ballymena. I travelled. Where the hell did I go to buy that? Put it like this, it took me a long time to get one of them. But yeah, it's Paddy Murphy. I did a tour with his 2 great nephews, and he used to live in Ardevin House, which is council offices now. And he used to be down on Railway Street in Ballymena. And one of his most famous employees, well, his 2 most famous employees, was one PJ Mullen, who twinned Ballymena with Moorhead in Kentucky.
Hold on, and let me do it. Can I do it? Can I do the other famous employee? Can I do the words? Can I?
No, you can't, because it's not the same one. No,
all right,
McAllister's.
All right,
no. So PJ Mullen twinned Ballymena with Moorhead in Kentucky, on the premise of it was all to do with the Scottish-Irish people from Ballymena left over and ended up in Kentucky. It was because they're about an hour's drive away from Moorhead, where Churchill Downs, so he could go watch the Kentucky Derby. I swear on my life now, that's why he done it, because he told me that's why he done it. And also Riva, who used to walk around. A guy called Reva had the worst wig in Christendom. Used to walk around Ballymena. So I know lots about Murphy's. Yes. So if anybody, Ted, if you ask me any more, feel free.
There you go. Hit Marty up directly. Remember to hit us up directly if you want to go to Isla. Saturday, the 1st of October. We're leaving from 10 a.m. from Ballycastle. Get somebody to drop you off and pick you up. We're then going on a boat to Isla or Islay, if you're Bruce Ismay. And we're going on the boat, which is very safe, fully insured, fully enclosed, super powerful, and it does have the little transponder thing in case anything bad does happen and you get the free go in the helicopter.
Nothing bad.
But nothing bad's going to happen. And we're going to go and visit one or two of the lovely PD whiskey distilleries on Isla.
At the minute, the plan is we go across, do a wee quick tour of Port Ellen, bite us something to eat, and walk over to Lafroig, and then head up to Ardbeg, and then back again. That's kind of the plan. But there'll be whiskey on the way across. I promise you now, I can't name any names, but the guys that are going, well,
you'll want to meet them.
Well, put it like this, lots of people pay to talk to these guys, and they're all going. They're paying to go because that's how good a tour is going to be. They know how good it's going to be.
You can't do things like bring a Sharpie and ask them to sign autographs or anything like that. There,
well, you can. That's no problem. But I'll get. There's people here, people going that you really want to talk to, or listen to. Is probably a better way of doing it because they're hilariously funny, and it's not only that they know their stuff about whiskey; they actually are influential in producing whiskey. That's
very good. Very good. All right, folks, thanks for watching this week. We're going to call it a night tonight. I'm going to find out why it didn't hit up. And remember, if you have Amazon Live like be a big thing with this because Amazon is big in India as well as America. So we might break the Indian and American market more so because we're in Canada. We've got viewers in Canada tonight. Prince Edward Island was watching tonight as well. And there you go. I don't know what that says. What does that little image show up on your screen? It doesn't show up on mine. Declan Boyles. What's that he's put up?
We just put up a wee drink. We drink.
It shows up as bars and me.
Oh no, it's a wee skinny. It's a wee cry thing.
And Anthony's still saying 9-8. Declan Boyles.
Declan, always be again, pal. Always be again.
Yep. Okay. Great stuff. Take it easy. 9-8, everybody. All the best.
All right, guys.
Night-night, young man. Yes. Night-night.